The Caterham Superlights series moves on to round 12. Just 3 races left, 2 after this one. On the grid with John Stack, starting on the outside of row 3. Red lights are on, and green, away they go. Controls the wheel spin well. Richard Hay, the tail of the blue car right in front of him. And down to the first corner they go. Into the lead goes Rob Jenkinson from the front row of the grid. Jenkinson poised to win the championship here, and he leads comfortably. 22 Stephen Worley behind him as the field sprints down towards Island Bend, riding with Stack. Richard Hay ahead, Hay in 5th place, Stack in 6th position, and another battle right behind them. There you go, just a tiny look up into the Shell Oils hairpin for the first time. That'll be the cold tyres playing in effect. 16 there further back, Jeremy Rollison. And it was the number 11 machine of Rob Griffiths, the man who had the wheels lock up on him, right ahead of Alexander Pilgrim there. The yellow car with the black rear end. Well, everybody jostling for position on this first lap, but out front it's Rob Jenkinson, Stephen Worley in 2nd place. But Jenkinson has a comfortable lead at the moment. Matt Betley in 3rd place, Jerry Taylor in 4th. Now they are the only 2 rivals that Rob Jenkinson has for the championship. Right at the tail of the field is the 16 car of Jeremy Rollison there. So Betley in 3rd, Taylor in 4th, needs to deny Rob Jenkinson as many points as they can to stand any chance of taking this championship battle to the next round. Betley makes his move, he goes past Stephen Worley for 2nd place, but still Rob Jenkinson leads. Jenkinson, Betley, Worley in 3rd place, Jerry Taylor in 4th, Hay in 5th place, cameraman John Stack in 6th position. And plenty of battling further on. There is Alexander Pilgrim in the yellow and black car, he's been shuffled down the order. Betley, Worley, Taylor, all together, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Jenkinson still comfortable out front. Hay on his own in 5th, ahead of this man, John Stack. Stack's under pressure from behind though. And there go 3rd and 4th and 5th. 6th place, John Stack. Well, he's got a little bit of breathing space. And again, looking down the inside is Rob Griffiths. Alexander Pilgrim had got past him on the run down to the Shell Oils hairpin, but Griffiths gets back in front. There's that move from on board Jack Newland's car. A little bit of a dip on the inside of the Shell Oils hairpin. If you get your wheel into that, it holds you nice and tight. Very good line on the inside there. And look again, behind at the top of the picture, again the number 11 car of Rob Griffiths defending hard. And similar moves going on all the way down the field. There is Jack Newland, the white car with the bluey-green roll cage, also defending under pressure. So Betley in 2nd place, easing away from Worley and Taylor. Sights set on Jenkinson, but Rob Jenkinson really will have to have a disastrous race here for the championship to stay alive. Jerry Taylor now makes his move on Stephen Worley. Down to Lodge they come, goes down the inside, through Dearsley, and out the other side. Stephen Worley down to 4th. Richard Hay right on his tail in 5th place. The yellow nose, there he is with the black rear ends of the car. John Stack next up, and then the 50 car of David Garrett. You saw the yellow machine there. But Jenkinson leading. I'm sure he'd like to win the championship by winning this race. There is Hay. Stack right with him and closing. And they're all closing on the battle ahead, and finally that battle comes to grief as Rob Griffiths loses it at the bottom of the hill. Jenkinson, Worley and Taylor, 1, 2, 3 on the road, 1, 2, 3 in the championship. More battles behind, oh dear. And getting it completely wrong at the Knickerbrook chicane. Further back, Jack Newland gets it right. Battling on the brakes, he was on the inside line. And picks up the place there. Smoke coming from the car ahead, that can't be good news. He goes straight by though, doesn't worry too much about that. And there is the man that he was battling. That is Chris Horseman. Horseman locked up under braking and went straight on there. John Stack, Richard Hay ahead of him. And this is coming down to the Knickerbrook chicane the next time round. And past him, flying past him, has gone David Garrett. So Garrett moves up one to 6th position. Stack goes down one. Further back behind Alexander Pilgrim. There is the 28 car of Rory Passy. Oops, and a bit of a traffic jam there as well. I think that was Alan Kerslake getting caught up with him. 66 is John Stack, our camera car, 7th place. But look at this. Rob Jenkinson now being reeled in slowly but surely by Matt Betley. Jerry Taylor in 3rd. Stephen Worley in 4th. Richard Hay in 5th, as they were before. And coming into the pits with a puncture, it's the 23 car of Rob Durant. Very unusual to see that. Now, Rob Jenkinson under pressure from Matt Betley at Island. Matt Betley goes through. Jenkinson not about to throw the car off the roads with the championship so close he can actually smell the trophy from there, I'm sure. So he goes to 2nd as Matt Betley takes the lead. All Betley can do is win this and hope that lots of other drivers pass the championship leader. Matt Betley reeling in the leader and then passing him, doing all he can to try and keep the championship alive. John Stack in 7th, still can't stay with David Garrett ahead of him. Jenkinson 2nd, Taylor 3rd, then Worley and Hay 4th and 5th. Richard Hay's exhaust got a couple of dings in it, probably from an earlier race. And another retirement, and that is somebody who's lost control down at the bottom of the hill. Well, he's in the barriers, car damaged, but driver thankfully not so. So Matt Betley leads, Rob Jenkinson 2nd, Jerry Taylor 3rd, and Stephen Worley and Richard Hay 4th and 5th. Some way back, David Garrett in 6th position, won't be bothering Richard Hay as he concentrates on trying to find a way past Stephen Worley. Jerry Taylor looking around the tail end of Rob Jenkinson's number 20 car. There is the points leader. He'll desperately want to avoid any incidents here to avoid the chance of the championship going on to the next race. Richard Hay right behind Stephen Worley, looking for a way to make a move on the 4th place driver. As Jerry Taylor pulls out, he's going to the insider island. And he gets it. Jenkinson gives him room there. Taylor goes by, didn't even have to make a move at Ireland. Jenkinson wanted to be lined up safely for that. Now Worley right behind him. And I think Worley might seize a chance here. He's seen that Rob Jenkinson is not defending his place. The drivers who have made a move on Jenkinson have all got past. Well, both got past, I think is probably more accurate. Matt Betley and Jerry Taylor. And coming out of the pits after an early pit call, Philip Darby there. He's several laps down though. So Matt Betley, Jerry Taylor, Rob Jenkinson, Stephen Worley, Richard Hay, and they're both going down the inside of Jenkinson. And a big lock up behind from David Garrett. Well, he'll lose that place back to John Stack that he took in racing. But at least he didn't damage the car. And Stack there with Garrett right behind him. Betley and Taylor battling with each other, and Worley going around the outside. Well, he's not going to get it that easy from Rob Jenkinson. Jenkinson's not just going to give away places. So Worley will have to try a little harder next time. Looks as though he may do it at Old Hall. No, the first turn eludes him there. So Stephen Worley and Richard Hay continue to chase Rob Jenkinson. Jenkinson at the moment, though, in a championship winning position. Jenkinson, don't forget, last year's Caterham Road Sports champion. As a reward for that, he was given a Superlight race car. That's the car he has campaigned this year and now looks poised to take the championship with that in Caterham's #1 series as Jerry Taylor takes over the race lead from Matt Betley. Jenkinson in 3rd place. 4th is Stephen Worley, 5th there. Car number 21 is Richard Hay. And Hay trying to get around Stephen Worley. Won't do it there. Worley's got the inside line to Fulston's, stays in 4th place. Hay stays in 5th. Right behind Jenkinson as they go over the hill. Next down to Knickerbrook chicane. Matt Betley trying to put a move on Jerry Taylor, and Richard Hay thinking about the same with Stephen Worley. Won't go around the outside, nor will Betley. Through the chicane. Oh, Hay too early on the power, spins it. Now past him goes David Garrett, although it looked as though Garrett was spinning and John Stack And has Richard Hay hit something? Yes, he has. He's losing water from the front as Jerry Taylor and Matt Bentley keep their battle alive. Stephen Worley in 4th place. And it looks as though he's got a crease on the back of the car, so maybe Richard Hay just tapped him under braking. And that may well have broken the radiator, which then put water on the tyres, which caused the spin as Matt Bentley takes the lead from Jerry Taylor. Now, Matt Bentley and Rob Jenkinson have been very impressive this year as Jenkinson pulls well over to allow Stephen Worley to go through to 3rd. Jenkinson has won 7 races, and so far Matt Bentley, his teammate, has won every other race in the championship that Jenkinson hasn't. So it's 7 to Jenkinson, 4 to Bentley so far this year. This is race 12, and they are looking to keep that alive. Bentley ahead of Jerry Taylor, who has yet to win. Worley in 3rd place, and as the race progresses, Rob Jenkinson backing off and easing along to try and clinch the championship. 4th place will do it for him. Matt Bentley and Jerry Taylor now battling for race honours and hoping to see that Rob Jenkinson has maybe hit trouble. Further back with David Garrett and John Stack on board with Stack. There is Jenkinson ahead. Oh, and Alexander Pilgrim gets it all wrong at Knickerbrook. You'd think he got it right by now. Outbrakes himself and continues, having just about avoided any trouble. Top 3 together though. Bentley, Taylor and Worley. And they're about 8 seconds ahead of Jenkinson. There can't be much more than 3 or 4 tenths of a second covering the top 3 here though. And it could go either way. Well, looking right back, there is Rob Jenkinson. 5th place is Garrett, 6th place is Stack, and in 7th place, the number 36 machine of Hugh Hayden. And it was Hugh's son Bart who won this championship last year. Bart Hayden has since moved on, and maybe Rob Jenkinson will as well, the former karter. If he can tie up this championship, will win a fully paid drive in the Formula Palmer Audi Winter Series. And maybe having conquered Caterham's, a single-seater career will beckon. Well, we'll all have to wait and see how that happens, but that is in the future. Still the race continues. Matt Bentley, Jerry Taylor and Stephen Worley, 1, 2 and 3. Well, Taylor all over the back of Matt Bentley. Personal pride at stake now between these two. They both want to win, and I'm sure Matt Bentley would like to keep the 100% winning record alive for his team, Hyperion Motorsport, run by former racer Magnus Laird. And it's a mighty impressive performance by Hyperion to have won every race in the championship that their cars have really come to start to dominate. Certainly some of the best prepared cars on the grid. Jerry Taylor would argue the toss with that, I'm sure. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with his car, but it continues. 12 races in, and Hyperion have won all the races. 7 for Jenkinson, 5 now for Matt Bentley from Jerry Taylor, but it will be the championship clincher. 4th place for Rob Jenkinson. Last year's Road Sports champion is this year's Superlights Series winner.